another Russian-built vessel, and the first steam-powered ship on the Sacramento River signaled the advent of the floating palaces that would dominate the river for nearly 100 years. William A. Leidsdorf's 37-foot sidewheeler called the Sitka, named for its home port, was disassembled in Alaska. After he buying it sight unseen, it was carried to San Francisco Bay on a bark and reassembled for the run to Sacramento. Not only the first steamer on the river, it was also the slowest to ever cruise the Sacramento River as it was crippled by its dinky engine. Casting off the Yerba Buena Island on November 29, 1847, arrived at Sacramento on December 5, nearly a week for the 125-mile trip. On the journey it was beaten to Benicia by an ox team. It was sunk near San Francisco by big waves and winds coming off the entrance to San Francisco, where they built the Golden Gate Bridge. Believe it or not, but it was raised and the engine removed and converted into a schooner called the Rainbow. It ran on the river during the gold rush, carry people who attempted to find a pot of gold at Rainbow's End. The early steamboats burned a cord of wood an hour, with bull pine wood preferred and oak wood next. They later switched to low-grade coal and around the turn of the century converted it to oil. As the gold rush quickened, paddle wheelers from the Hudson and Mississippi rivers steamed around the Horn to San Francisco. Others were dismantled and carried around the Horn aboard sailing ships and reassembled in San Francisco to carry gold seekers to Sacramento. By August 1849, no less than 46 steamers were hustling on the route. The brisk commerce brought some of the America's best steamboats to the river. One was the Boston, a sidewheeler called the Senator. 750 tons, which arrived in the fall of 1849 and splendidly became the traveler's favorite. For nearly 2 decades it left San Francisco at 2 p.m. every other day, making 125-mile run in less than 10 hours. Then cast off 7 a.m. next day for the run back. Senator's passengers were lured by its handsome appointments, including 4 bridal suites, rosewood staterooms in capacious dining saloon. Affluent passengers at times paid up to $65 for one of its luxurious cabins, and its first years on the river it hauled in profits of $60,000 a month. Gold claim broker.